Halo semuanya, selamat datang di channel olahraga pertarungan.
But they were
No,
talking.
listen, Nate Diaz. He is the most puzzling. He's not. I don't even think he's that good. I'll go get his record if you want me to. But he has convinced people he is good at fighting somehow, some way.
He's pretty good.
I'm gonna go get his damn record, Daniel. It's not.
But he won the Ultimate Fighter. He won the Ultimate Fighter. I'm saying he was good for the time that he was fighting.
No, he wasn't. He was average.
He was, yeah, okay. I'm just
Okay,
trying.
I'm gonna go get the record. I'm gonna go get the record. They're gonna yell at me. I know this. Okay, let's see. Well, his record is 21-13.
Oh my God. Really?
Yes, that's not that great.
Okay, I take it back. I'm taking it back.
And he was going into the UFC, he was, I think it was 5-1. So within the UFC, he was 16-12.
That's not good.
That's not very good.
That's not good. There's really no way to twist that into good.
Yeah. So, but you know, his personality. That's another one's like, how did his personality catch on? And he says funny things sometimes. He's a little bit different. I don't. Yeah. And listen, if you post this clip, please don't post this clip because the Diaz army will attack me. He has some fans who are rabid.
But the reality is, the one thing we will not do is compare myself to Nate Diaz because it's different levels. Much different. I'm a champion. 2 weight classes. I lost 3 times in my career. 4, if you count the fight that was called a no contest. 4 times, 2 guys. We are on much different wavelengths. We are on much different planets. We're not in the same stratosphere in terms of fighters. We're not. And it's time for me to stop allowing people to attack or come at me in these ways when I'm doing my job. Can I still get into the stuff that I was doing back in the day? No, I can't be fighting in clubs. I don't go to clubs. I can't be approaching people. I don't do that. I'm not a bitch. I'm not going to disrespect nobody. And I'm not going to sit up here and just get disrespected by these dudes. Because that's not right.
This dude's boring as shit. I've never seen a single DC fight in my career, except for when I was on the same card as him one time, and he was picking up the dude and walking around like he just owned him, like he was hella tight. And then I looked back at the screen, and he was knocked out on his ass. That's the only DC fight I ever saw. Talk about what I should do and how I'm not a good fighter, and I'm like, are you mad because you were the champion? And when I was nowhere near champion, I got paid way more money than you? That's a fucking bitter little bitch who's analyzing fights. You're a great wrestler, DC. You can't fight for shit. You're a fucking big old pussy. Remember he cried? Nate Diaz's record sucks. I'm like, you cried. I didn't mean to even talk about it.
No, it's okay, bro. We can cut that out.
Fuck!
He went on to say, why am I analyzing fights now when I was a champion? Because I didn't make as much money as him. But when you list the people that are analyzing fights, there is one big striking thing that's familiar. And it's that we were champions, at least for the most part. Michael Bisping, Dominic Cruz, and Daniel Cormier. There's a way to go about getting to that job, to get that position and sit in that chair. Me, I sit on the A team of the UFC. I sit on the pay-per-views. I sit on the big events. I am tasked with a job to help. That's what I do. It's what I love to do. It's not because I didn't make any money. I mean, come on. When you fight for belts as many times as we did, you make your money. But when guys start arguing, and I told John Jones this at Alf Reality, right? When you got 2 guys that have made millions of dollars and you're arguing about who has $1 million more than the other, or 5 or 2 or 3, like you're 2 people that are doing really good in life. Why can't that be happy? I believe that the lowest form of insult is when you have one guy that's doing really well insult the other guy that's doing really well by saying, I've made more money than you. Because at what point does having money mean you just have money? I mean, seriously. And I made the most money in my biggest fights. I fought John Jones, and that's where I made the most money. Nate Diaz fought Conor McGregor. When Nate Diaz was fighting before he fought Conor McGregor, he could not have said, I made more money than anybody. He was making good money. But Conor McGregor, as he has done with many people, elevated Nate Diaz, and that's good for him because he made money. I don't dislike, or I don't wish for one guy to make less money. I don't want fighters to make less. I heard Nate Diaz is making $10 million to fight on this fight card. Yes, to me that makes me happy. That makes me happy. But again, it's not like I'm sitting over here struggling. I'm doing fine. I'm happy in my life. Let's do that for a second. Let's compare us. John Jones, Stipe Miocic. That's it. Koji Owashi, Hermes Franca, Guida, Joe Stevenson, Gray Maynard, Rory McDonald, Benson Henderson, Josh Thompson, Dos Anjos, Conor McGregor, Masvidal, Leon Edwards. That's 13 times. 13 times to 13 people. This is mine. This is who I lost to. It's hard for me to fathom losing to 13 people in the sport that you chose. That to me is crazy. I said yesterday it's impossible. Somebody corrected me. They said, no, it's not impossible. You can lose that many times. But you go tell Ilia Topuria there are 13 men in the sport that he chooses that can beat him, or Islam Makhachev, or some of the other fighters around the world. There are so many people that cannot lose to 13 different people, especially in their athletic prime. Go make your money. Do well for your family, your wife, and your children. Because there's a side of Nate Diaz that most people don't know. You're a family man. You're not a thug. Go make your money for your family. I'm happy for you. But maybe you should have cried. Or maybe you do what you have to do to make sure you don't have to cry whenever you fight this dude in a couple months. Because guess what? For everything I said about Mike Perry, and Mike Perry must understand what I said, because Mike Perry and I will message each other back and forth, and he respects it. And we're going to do a podcast. I'm not disrespecting Mike. He's real, though, and he understands. But you up here acting like you mad because somebody talking about how you're average. Reality is you're average. You've always been. But you've made a lot of money. That's good, but you're average. I was there when they had to throw the towel in for Josh Thompson. He said, you cried. Nate, maybe you should have cried more than maybe we would think you care about winning and losing. Maybe if you cried, Nathan, you wouldn't be so okay with losing. Huh? Because I cried because losing to me was like death. That's why I cried. You don't cry. You go to the after party. You go hang out with your friends. You get beat on a Saturday. On Monday, you're talking again like you're the best in the world. Maybe if you cried, we would think that you cared and winning and losing really mattered. Because I'm telling you, it don't feel like it when it comes to you. Go make your money. Do well for your family, your wife, and your children. Because there's a side of Nate Diaz that most people don't know. You're a family man. You're not a thug.
Расскажи какую-нибудь историю жуткую, которая когда-либо с тобой случалась.
Самый жуткий момент в моей жизни был, это когда Абу Бакр вот такой же бородой в 5 классе был моим одноклассником.
Он шутит. Он серьезно шутит. Когда и как мы с тобой познакомились?
Это было так давно, в 5 классе 38-й школы. Я прихожу на урок, и мне говорят, твой одноклассник, я это думал вообще преподаватель наш.
Помнишь,